Hey YouTube, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are taking a look at some potential new features returning to Animal Crossing New Horizons. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. So over the last few days, a whole bunch of Animal Crossing New Horizons merchandise has been revealed, including pre-order bonuses and New Horizons themed Nintendo Switch accessories. There's one item in particular, however, that I think hints at a couple of features seen in previous games returning to New Horizons. I have mentioned some of these very briefly in a previous video, but I thought it'd be cool to take a closer look. This is the Animal Crossing New Horizons themed cloth that is available as a pre-order bonus at a few online retailers in various regions. As you can see, the design is based around New Horizons, and ignoring the familiar faces we see, does include a few things not yet seen in the game. The first feature shown here that we've seen in previous games is of course the note in a bottle. This feature was hugely popular in the Wild World days and would allow people to send messages in bottles out to sea. They would then wash up on shore in a friend or passerby's town, which is pretty neat. Anyway, given that this Animal Crossing New Horizons accessory includes a note in the bottle in its design, and we've seen it in previous games, there's a good chance we'll see this feature return to New Horizons. After all, why would they include it in the design if it doesn't appear in the game? Plus, moving to a deserted island kinda screams mysterious message in a bottle. The next feature that appears on the New Horizons cloth is a lighthouse. Here we can see the Dodo Airlines building, a villager's house, a player's tent, a player's house, and then of course the lighthouse. We've seen all these buildings in gameplay so far except the lighthouse. Of course, the lighthouse has been a feature in Animal Crossing since the original, which is always located on the beach down by the shore. Even in New Leaf, the lighthouse was a very popular public works project, often positioned on the cliffs of towns. So again, given a lighthouse has appeared in past games and now features on a New Horizons themed accessory, I think it's safe to assume the lighthouse will appear in New Horizons at some point. Here's hoping it's where Tour Timer has decided to retire to and we can stop by to visit. Next we have a pretty obvious one. If you look closely at the bottom of the design, we can see a small sailboat. So far the only transport we've seen in New Horizons is the Dodo Airlines seaplane, but we know there is a dock located to the east of the island, and we know Harvey's Island also has a dock, both of which are very different from the airline's dock, suggesting it's used for boats rather than a seaplane. With that in mind, it makes sense that a sailboat would be available in New Horizons to sail between the two islands. No doubt this is where Cap'n makes a return. And finally we have what looks to be a whale tail splashing out of the water in the bottom right. Although whales have never been an obtainable creature in any previous Animal Crossing games, if you're super lucky you may have spotted a huge fish shadow out at sea while travelling to the tropical island in population growing. This giant shadow is rumoured to be a whale shadow, so it's interesting that a whale appears in the New Horizons design. Maybe this just hints at all new sea creatures, which would be really awesome, or maybe this means a few lucky people might sail or fly over an enormous fish shadow, who knows. So yeah, just food for thought really. Of course this is just speculation, but it's super fun to try and guess if these things mean anything, and definitely helps keep the hype alive. Anyway, for now, that pretty much wraps up this video. If you're an Animal Crossing fan, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any New Horizons news. Until then, I'd like to give a special thank you to this channel's Patreon supporters, you guys rock. Don't forget to head over to our Discord server too, and of course, if you got this far in the video, please comment bottle, just to let me know you did. That would be super awesome, and please be sure to include if you think these features will return, and if you've ever seen the whale shadow, I'd love to know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it entertaining. Please be sure to leave a like if you did. Thanks for watching, I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.